Hi guys, so today I'm gonna talk to you about I'm actually going to give you 5 tips on how you can embrace self-care without feeling guilty, and we're going to explore why there are so many feelings of guilt around self-care. So when you start tuning in live, be sure to hit up the like and love buttons and let me know that you're tuned in, and drop in the comments where you're tuning in from, because yesterday we had people from all over the world and that was really cool. So as soon as you're on, let me know and I will just get straight into it. And if you're watching the replay still, let me know that you're tuned in, because it'll be great to just read through the threads and see the input that everyone's giving. So let's get started. So the first thing is, why do we feel guilty about self-care? Why? Guys, self-care should be one of our number 1 priorities. The reasons we do feel guilty though is because the pile of laundry is absolutely massive, or there's so many things needing our attention. We need to remember to take the bins out. We need to remember that the boiler man is coming at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Especially as mums and women, we take on so many responsibilities, and that is why we feel guilty. How could we possibly give ourselves 15 minutes? If you understand this and you're like, yes, that's me, hit up the like buttons and let me know that you can relate to this. Like, there's just such an overwhelming amount of things that need our attention that we think if we step away from it for 5 minutes, the world is going to end. But guess what? The world will not end if the laundry piles up for another day or we don't take the trash out, okay? The world is not going to end. However, the world might well end if we can't attend to it because we haven't attended to ourselves and we end up in hospital or sick for a week. Then the world might end, because the world does need us, but to be able to show up, we need to show up for ourselves. So tip number 2 is reflect on why you need to practice self-care. Okay, so think of all the reasons that you need to give yourself 5 minutes in the day or 15 minutes in the day, or if you can't manage that to begin with, just 15 minutes once a week to practice self-care. So really write them down, spend time reflecting on why, and then put sticky notes like on your dresser, in the bathroom, in your car, on the dashboard, and just remind yourself. So when you just get like stressed and you're being pulled from pillar to post, you'll see that reminder of why it's important to take care of yourself, and then you'll be like, right, okay, I just need to sit for 5 minutes and everything will be better. Okay, so reflect on why you need to embrace self-care and write sticky notes and put them around everywhere that you're going to see them. The next thing is create routines, okay? Once you create a self-care routine, why do I say routine? Because you're probably freaking out right now. Hit up the love button and you're like, yeah, I freak out just at the concept of taking care of myself. I don't have the time for that. Like, once you make something a routine, it becomes automatic. You don't even think about it. So if you set your alarm for 15 minutes earlier, and that 15 minutes is going to be you time, whether it's just lying in bed doing nothing before the kids wake up, whether it's lighting candles, listening to music, writing in your gratitude journal, make it a routine. If you can't commit to daily, make it a weekly routine, and then it will become automatic and the guilt is gone because it's an automatic part of your day, okay? If you're willing to try that, hit up the love and like buttons and say, yep. So we've got reflect on why and we've got make a routine. The next tip is write down how. Come up with ways of how you're going to show yourself self-care. We're all going to do this in different ways. Some people might want to go to the spa to get their nails done, or a massage, or like I said, just lying in bed for 15 minutes extra in the morning. It could be going out for girl time. It could be reading your favorite book. It could just be zoning out on the sofa watching a chick flick. Whatever it is, just do it. And do something different. I mean, every day you can do something different. It doesn't have to be the same thing. But just spend that time just to sit, to breathe, to be by yourself, okay? So come up with the ways that you can give yourself self-care. So write them below as well, so other people might be like, oh, that's a really good one. I'm going to try that. I want to share in the community and give you all ideas. Now, the last and final thing, which you'll see a thread in everything I say. It's mindset, okay? So once we shift the mindset of having guilt towards self-care and actually understanding that it is not selfish to take care of yourself, it is selfless, okay? So if you need to write that down, write it down. It is not selfish to take care of yourself. It is selfless. And once you realize that, a lot of things will change. You cannot fill from an empty cup, guys. You just can't. There's nothing left to give once your cup is empty. Once you fill your cup first, the overflow can go to everybody else. Once you are operating at your best, you can show up your best for everybody else. It is not selfish, guys. Get that into your head. It is not selfish. Once I realized the difference between self-care not being selfish, so many things changed for me. I commit to daily exercise. I commit to daily gratitude. I commit to, every month I go and do my nails. I'm not a girly girl, but I love just spending that time in the spa, just relaxing for an hour, just getting away from it all. And then I'm like, I can do this. I can go and be better for everybody else because I'm putting myself first. Exercise gives me the energy to show up for you guys and bring my A game. It is not selfish. So I am a self-love warrior and I'm all about self-care, so I'll quickly run through the 5 tips, but drop anything below that you might want to share with other people as well and what works for you. And if you feel guilt, this is how you're going to eliminate it and realize that you have to make yourself the #1 priority and everything else will be taken care of. So just to run through them quickly again, the 5 top tips for how to embrace self-care without feeling guilty is realize why you feel guilty in the first place. Yeah, we're all going to do that for homework. Do a thumbs up. You're going to reflect on why you need to practice self-care. You're then going to create a routine for yourself so it becomes automatic and the guilt is eliminated because it's a part of your daily practice. You're going to write down ways in which you can actually practice self-care, whatever it may be. And the 5th and final one is shifting that mindset of it being selfish to it being selfless and knowing that once you fill your cup first, you'll be at your best to help everybody else, okay? So embrace being a self-love warrior and take care of yourselves, put yourselves first, or we could say it's Self-Love Saturday. So go and do something right now that you can do, take care of yourself, and comment below that you're going to do it. Tell me what you're going to do, and then if you want to come back later and tell me that you actually did it to hold yourself accountable, let me know. Okay guys, so go love up on yourselves, go show yourself some self-care, and I will be back with some more fantastic tips soon. Okay, bye guys.